Now at 6, Liberty customers will have to continue to wait as the investigation deadline gets pushed back one more time. Plus, the Lions Club in Joplin sees a clear way to benefit the vision of the community. And employers in Northeast Oklahoma make their way to Miami for an all-industry hiring fair.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Missouri utility customers face another delay as state regulators push back their investigation deadline for a third time. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. The Missouri Public Service Commission has extended its investigation deadline for Liberty Utilities to March 6th. KOAM's Kenny Foreman joins us in studio to explain what this means for consumers.
Thanks, Tanya. Missouri utility customers must wait at least another week for answers from state regulators. The utility investigation probe began 1 year ago today after customers complained about billing problems and service problems. Commission staff have issued 22 additional data requests in September and continue monthly meetings with Liberty officials. The commission originally planned to complete its report by September 30th. Then the deadline was moved to December, then to today's date, February 27th. Staff say they could not meet the February deadline due to continued discovery and other business. The investigation covers Liberty's electric, gas, and water utilities throughout Missouri. Back to you, Tanya.
All right, thanks, Kenny. Meteorologist Austin Stance joins us now with a first look at weather.
Yeah, thanks, Tanya. Gosh, have you been outside? It is mild out there right now. Actually, let's not even say mild. Let's go with warm. We're in the 70s still, and look at the time. 6:02 this evening, and we're still in the 70s across the entire region for the most part. Bella Vista at 69, Monette, you're at 68, Carthage at 69, Lamar 68 as well. So some of us just starting to break into the 60s as temperatures head down tonight. By 10 o'clock, though, we're still upper 50s. A little bit of cloud cover beginning to move in, but most of us, if not all of us, staying dry throughout the evening tonight. Winds will begin to pick up as we head into Saturday. We'll be looking at gusts around 20-25 miles per hour, so a little bit breezier on Saturday, but it'll be nice out there as well. But I am tracking some widespread rainfall as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about whether or not that will put a damper on any weekend plans coming up.
All right, thanks, Austin. The community will join with area law enforcement to lay to rest 2 deputies killed in a deadly shootout in Christian County. Deputy Gabriel Ramirez was shot during a traffic stop south of Highlandville late Monday afternoon. Hours later, Deputy Michael Hyslop was killed in a shootout following a manhunt near Reed Spring. Both deputies were shot by the same suspect. The memorial service for Deputies Hyslop and Ramirez will take place tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the James River Church in Ozark. Visitation for the fallen officers happened today. Now, members of the community are also invited to attend a special car meet dedicated to supporting the families of Deputy Hyslop and Deputy Ramirez. Joplin Cars and Coffee will host the event tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Forest Park Baptist Church. Community members, car enthusiasts, and supporters are invited to attend, to show their vehicles, and stand together in solidarity for the fallen officers and their loved ones. All donations will go to benefit the families of the fallen officers. Clear vision is in sight for some Southwest Missouri residents. The Joplin Lions Club and M6 District Lions held an eye mission today, handing out eyeglasses and testing people's eyesight for no cost. Aside from the eye test, other booths were set up around the room, offering full vital testing and diabetes screening for all ages.
Seeing the outcome, watching the individuals that come through the door that aren't able to see the world the same way that others are, and to see them walk back out the door with a pair of something as simple as a pair of recycled eyeglasses that other Lions have and individuals have given back to.
To see more on the Lions Club Eye Mission, you can check out the full story this Sunday night on KOAM News. Miami residents are getting help finding new work today after the sudden closure of Hopkins Manufacturing left more than 80 people without jobs. The Oklahoma Employment Security Commission and city partners hosted an all-industry hiring event at the Miami Civic Center. 19 area employers were on site talking with job candidates, and 5 additional companies provided information. Former Hopkins employees say they appreciate the community coming together to help them find new opportunities.
It's wholesome. It definitely makes warms my heart up because it shows that even in times like this, we can come together and help each other out, make sure we're all well supported and everything.
The plant closed after federal prosecutors charged the owners of parent company First Brands Group with multi-billion-dollar fraud. Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce hosted a special chamber coffee this morning with KOAM's own Chris Warner emceeing the event. This year's Biz Expo theme is Stars, Stripes, and Success, celebrating both the 250th birthday of the United States and the 150th anniversary of the city of Pittsburgh. The expo gives local businesses a chance to showcase what they offer the community.
Just really brings the community together, lets everyone know what's going on in the Pittsburgh area, and lately it's really been focused on positivity. So it's just getting everyone together, networking, building a community, and always having a friend to see at the coffee in the morning.
The expo runs from 10 to 4 on Saturday. Well, students explored career opportunities in wood manufacturing today at Pitt State. Students and representatives from area companies participated in interviews and networking at the Crossland Technology Center. The event was part of a 2-day wood product manufacturing program designed to connect prospective college and high school students with full-time jobs, internships, and scholarships in the industry. Coming up, a big change is on the way for a referee in Southeast Kansas who's officiating for 2. Ben McLeish has her story coming up in sports. But up first.
Almost a year ago, a fire in Lamar nearly destroyed a 51-year-old family business. Today, CEO Anthony Jones is writing a new chapter for his family legacy. I'm Nellie Lopez with more details on that coming up.
3 generations of hard work was nearly destroyed within seconds during a warehouse fire last July in Lamar, Missouri. And now a family business is back on track. KOAM's Nellie Lopez spoke with the CEO of a family business about how he refused to let his great-grandfather's 50-year-old legacy end.
Got a phone call literally in the middle of the night at midnight and went up there and watched this fire just consume this warehouse.
Anthony Jones received a call that would change everything at midnight. The Lamar O'Sullivan building, which housed more than 80% of his family's business operations, was engulfed in flames. The fire destroyed $7 million worth of his family's business assets and threatened to end a legacy that began in 1974.
Obviously, the thoughts and swirls and emotions of, oh my gosh, this could be my family's legacy. This could be the end of my family's business.
The next day, he ensured his legacy didn't vanish.
We didn't have the luxury of taking 9 months to figure it out. We had to figure it out like that. The amount of things that we had to accomplish and the time frame to do it, that to me was by far the most difficult thing.
He made one post on Facebook after the fire, asking about available warehousing space in the Midwest Missouri. In the midst of 1,000 shares and comments, one warehouse offering stood out.
We actually got to keep our entire team together, and now we're just a little further drive away than Lamar. With the opportunity that these larger warehouses brought to the table, now we don't just have a warehousing company for what we're building, we have a warehousing opportunity even for everyone in the area if they need a great warehousing partner.
Not even a year after the fire, Anthony finds himself not just expanding the family business, but being a support for other companies dealing with the current warehousing shortage.
I believe business can be a powerful place that not just tries to build a big business, but we actually get to build big people and big dreams. That's what I saw from my grandpa. So my hope is that I got to step into something that is a 50-year legacy, and I'm excited to try to carry that on for another 50 years.
In Jasper County, Missouri, Nellie Lopez, KOAM News.
Well, Anthony expanded the business to include a warehousing center and their own online farm superstore called Ag Zaga. Now, according to the State Fire Marshal's office, the O'Sullivan fire was classified as incendiary. 2 juveniles were detained shortly after the fire. A little later, some savvy 6th graders in Carthage present their skills before a Shark Tank of experts, all for a good cause.
And could some wet weather affect those weekend plans? We'll talk about that coming up.
Here's your Skywatch weather forecast from the trusted Roper Kia Weather Center.
Well, our gorgeous Friday afternoon is now transitioning into a gorgeous Friday evening tonight. Still no cloud cover in the air thanks to some high pressure that's settled just off to our southeast. Take a look at our high winds casino cam. Just some nice light coloration here as the sun begins to set this evening. Now, taking a look, temperatures out there, 70s still. Here at 6:15, my goodness, is it still warm out there. You go a little bit further east, things are slightly cooler. Stockton, 67, Carthage, 69, Monette, 68, Bella Vista, 69. But the rest of us hanging out in the 70s right now, so not a bad evening tonight. We'll see temperatures down to 72 here as we approach the 6 o'clock hour, or in the 6 o'clock hour, 67 by 8 o'clock. By 10, we're down to 61. Still very mild, mostly clear still. A few clouds begin to move in late tonight. We'll get down to a comfortable 50 degrees overnight tonight. I might crack a window tonight, get some fresh air overnight. That's not bad. As we head throughout this evening, as I mentioned, late tonight, a few clouds begin moving in. So starting our Saturday morning, maybe just a scattered cloud or two, but still plenty of sunshine out there for our Saturday. We are going to see a boundary that begins to move in. So here we are at noon. Temperatures still making their way near 70 degrees by the lunch hour. So not worried about warmer weather, heading away from us just yet. But a few scattered clouds later in the afternoon, maybe an isolated drizzle here or there. Can't be completely ruled out. Temperatures still going to try to make their way into the mid to upper 70s tomorrow, but we'll be watching that boundary pushing through, watching that wind direction change. So it's really going to depend on timing. If we can get through the afternoon hours and that boundary holds off until the evening, we could be talking about upper 70s, which would put us close to the record, which is 79 degrees for tomorrow. Taking a look at our relative humidity. This is important because as we get ready to head into Sunday, models have been having a hard time picking up on the rainfall coming in Sunday. But the clues that we're getting is that relative humidity over Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, hanging out in the 90s, near 100%. That is how much or how full the air is of moisture. Once you get to 99, 100%, it's full. It's overflowing. The air can't hold any more moisture. It starts falling as precipitation. So this is one clue for us that there is some widespread rain likely on Sunday, starting on Sunday. Another clue for us is our rain tracker here, showing that rainfall, even heavy rainfall at times, making its way through Sunday into Monday. Look at this, 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches there in Stockton. I say we're a safe bet, saying anywhere from about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches across the entire region. Everybody is going to get some rainfall. That is good news. The Climate Prediction Center, though, as well, has us above average for rainfall over the next 6 to 10 days. Why is that important? Well, I'm tracking 4 different systems in the month of March. So that's going to be a pretty active start to the month for us because all these systems make their way in here before the middle of the month. Taking a look at your 10-day forecast here. Take a look. 70s Saturday, cooler on Sunday and Monday. Then we're back into the 60s next week. But as I mentioned, quite a bit of rainfall on the way.
All right. A lot of things to track over the next 10 days, that's for sure.
We could even be talking about severe weather by late next week, so it's something to keep our eye on.
I'm going to focus on this 76 tomorrow.
Not a bad idea.
All right, thanks, Austin. Well, we've got the perfect way for you to stay ahead of severe weather season. Scan this QR code with your phone and head straight to the updated weather resources page on our website, where you can find information on storm shelters, weather updates, closings, and road conditions. You can also find tips for watching live streams in real time. It's called the Weather Resource page on KOAMNewsNow.com. Still ahead, one Southeast Kansas referee is balancing more than just a whistle this winter. Ben McLeish has the story of Tree Mulkin up next in sports.
In gyms across Southeast Kansas, there's a familiar face players and parents see every winter. But this season, she's rocking a new look. In gyms across Southeast Kansas, the sounds are familiar. Sneakers on hardwood, the roar after a big play, a whistle cutting through it all. And somewhere in the middle of it, Tree Mulkin.
I just really do love it. I love watching the kids grow up.
For nearly a decade, she's officiated games across the region, watching players move from biddy ball all the way to varsity.
It's really enjoyable to see the kids learn and develop and grow, and it's just really rewarding for me.
She serves on boards, invested in the community, believing in what these small-town gyms represent. But as the season wore on, Molken was preparing for more than just the next matchup.
It's a little boy. His name is Mars.
Molken is 6 months pregnant and still running the floor.
Well, I can tell you being pregnant, it's getting more and more difficult.
Long nights, strange pains, and the constant balancing act that comes with the whistle.
But you're worried about where you're at on the court, you're worried about the shot clock now, you're worried about how much time's left in the game.
And in southeast Kansas, where there's a growing shortage of officials, stepping away isn't something she wanted to do.
There is a huge shortage for officials, and the population of officials, especially in southeast Kansas, is getting older and older every day.
So she keeps showing up, through the noise, through the critics.
People can be very, very, very hateful, and so you have to be able to brush it off and just keep going.
And through a pregnancy that's getting more demanding. She's still out there, whistle in hand, making the call. But when the season ends and Mars finally arrives, there's only one thing that really matters to her.
But more importantly, I just hope that he's a good person. That's all I hope to pass on to him, is that he cares about people.
Because long after the final buzzer sounds, the lessons learned inside these gyms are bigger than basketball. Molken officiated her final game of the season on Tuesday. Baby Mars is expected at the end of April. Well, that's it for sports. We're back after the break.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll have the latest on how some youth hockey programs are looking to take off after U.S. success at the Olympics. Plus, TSA workers find themselves in the middle of the fight over ice. And we'll meet a heavy metal headbanger with a lot of love of video games. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Well, at the Carthage Technical Center, 6th grade students took part in a Shark Tank style competition designed to build real-world skills. As part of the project, students learned about cerebral palsy and other disabilities and then worked in teams to design and build a toy tailored to a child's specific needs. They presented their ideas to judges who evaluated their creativity, functionality, and presentation skills.
First of all, getting to work together as a group, and then you're getting to design something straight out of your mind, especially since they're younger. They still maybe have little siblings, like they get to take all the toys that they used to play with and that they think will help kids with cerebral palsy.
Teachers hope the project not only inspires them to keep learning, but also raises awareness about cerebral palsy and the importance of inclusive design. Nice project there.
It is.
Final check of the weather?
Yeah, there's 3 things to know. Saturday, best day to get any weekend plans in. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be warm. We're going to see some showers late Saturday night into Sunday, becoming more widespread on Sunday. Then we're also going to be watching the chance for some storms, some of those on the stronger side, especially late next week. So Sunday's the soggy end to the weekend, and then a fairly active month of March in terms of weather. We're going to be tracking at least 4 systems before the 15th of March.
Oh my goodness, we're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. All right, well, thank you for watching. We will see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.